algumas ferramentas de teste que chama OPA5 e QUnit, OPA5. Então eu quero perguntar para eles mais sobre isso, né? OPA5, sobre QUnit, o que é isso? Let's speak in English. I would ask to you about some tools. It's very kind of new for us, people who are studying for the certification, for example. Some topics about the certification are about testing, and we have some words, some tools named OPA5 and QUnit. What is exactly the OPA5 and QUnit, and what are the benefits of these tools?
Yeah, the QUnit itself, this is the way of how functional tests are being written for UI5. It's a very simple way of writing tests, and it comes with the advantage that you don't require any tooling to run it. It can be just run in the browser. And this was also from our beginning the decision why we went towards QUnit. We had also jQuery, or we have still jQuery under the hood, and the testing framework of jQuery is QUnit. So this was also a logical consequence that we then used QUnit as a testing framework, but it also had the benefit really of running in the browser. You didn't need any tooling, just run it really, develop it and press F5 and run it in the browser. And you know, in the past and also from where we were coming, the UI5 didn't assume any server runtime. So this was more or less also the reason why this was a good choice at that point of time. The differentiation to QUnit is then with OPA5 that you write integration tests there. The integration tests, they are more scenario tests where you test then the complete flow, like I open an application, I click this button, then it shows this list. And this OPA5 has developed with the idea of using this, I think it's called this Gherkin syntax, that you have these different ways of how to write things. Like given is I can open the app. When the table becomes visible, then I press the button and then I can react on things and do some checks. And there, the OPA5 framework helps a lot to structure your tests a bit more. In the first, I have to admit, it was also for me a bit strange to apply to this Gherkin syntax. But if you are used to that, it's a great help because you know that given is something where you check that what you want to open. When is that the place where you check what conditions need to somehow be happening, and then in the assertions you check then more or less that everything happened properly, and this is the way how it goes. And the cool thing about the OPA5 is that we build it on top of QUnit. So it means technically what's running there, it's QUnit. And the reporting what we are having for the framework, for the test running, this is then also based on this QUnit results, the QUnit reporting. So we can have then, let's say, a harmonized testing environment that if the tests are running, it can be QUnit and OPA5 tests can run in one chain. And at the end, they report back the same results.
Oh, okay. It's a very this testing subject. It's in ABAP development. It's not automated tests is not common in ABAP development.
But this will also change. I read a lot of blog posts also where people are discussing this, especially now with ABAP Cloud. And so in a cloud scenario, you need tests and you need automated tests. Otherwise, it does not work.
Yeah. Okay. On our side in the development, we have also different teams. So one of the teams do really test-driven development. So they really start writing the QUnit tests for controls. So for control development, for example, we mainly use QUnit tests. And then then someone else afterwards starts to develop the control. So someone decides with a QUnit test how the control should behave, and the other one has to implement it finally. But there are also other teams who do it vice versa. First they build the control, and afterwards they write the tests. So I'm also personally I'm unbiased here. I don't know what is the better approach. I see benefits in both approach, but I was also usually the guy who started hacking and later on, okay, I need to write a test. Okay, give it to me.
Ok. Uau, uau, pessoal, vocês viram aí, né, a resposta, né, ferramentas, essa ferramenta QUnit, OPA-teste. Então, QUnit é uma ferramenta de testes para a gente fazer teste de componente, um teste besta, né, tipo, eu tenho que clicar no botão e vai abrir um pop-up, né, então você automatiza um teste que vai automaticamente executar esse teste de clicar no botão e ver se abriu o pop-up que você queria, né, esse tipo de coisa. E já o OPA5 é uma ferramenta construída em cima do QUnit, que automatiza os testes de um cenário mais completo. Você pode programar ali, então, especificar, né? Desenhar um cenário de teste mais completo. Por exemplo, vou criar um material. Então, vou clicar no botão, aí tem que preencher todos os dados, aí vai salvar, tem que salvar no banco de dados, aí tem o status, o cadastro está aprovado, está recusado, né? Um fluxo completo aí de criação de pedido de material, de entrada de mercadoria. E é uma coisa que realmente é comum no desenvolvimento web, só que a gente não tem esse costume de fazer isso no ABAP, né? Não faz parte da nossa história, no nosso mercado, fazer esse tipo de teste automatizado, mas isso está mudando com a história do ABAP Cloud, né? Que no ABAP Cloud também, para poder funcionar as paradas, vai ter que todo mundo aprender a fazer aí esses testes lá no ABAP Cloud. Então, comecem a se envolver com essa história de testes automatizados. É uma coisa que vai pegar bastante no futuro aí, de acordo com a informação que eles estão passando, que é uma coisa que já é normal no desenvolvimento web, né? E que nós vamos ter que abraçar também essa funcionalidade aí.